So, after Paris, there was one weekend in Germany. Ooh, I forgot. There's a few things I would like to show you that I thought were really, really awesome. Okay, this might be considered tacky, but I think that it's tacky, delicious fun. This is brandy in Eiffel Tower glass. This is amazing. Okay, and I did get to go to Eiffel Tower. Even more amazing. This is absinthe. We went past the Moulin Rouge and the Red Windmill and the Sex District in Paris, which was interesting, to say the least. This also has Van Gogh on it, and this is legal, and this label is in part French, part English. So let me just tell you what the English part is. During the heady days of the late 19th century Paris, absinthe was the trademark drinks of artists like Picasso, Van Gogh, Toulouse-Lautrec, and Oscar Wilde, which explains a lot. Today, absinthe evokes the glamour and mystical allure of the green fairy. When you drink absinthe, you're supposed to see the little green fairy, because it's also it's not just alcohol; it's a hallucinogenic, which again explains Picasso, Van Gogh, Toulouse-Lautrec, and Oscar Wilde. So the only difference is a lower concentration of thujone. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but it's one of the active components of wormwood in compliance with most current regulations. If you do not, I don't know if you remember parts of the Moulin Rouge movie back when Lil' Kim and Pink and Christina Aguilera had the nice fun song that went with the Moulin Rouge movie. Dork. I know I'm a dork. Just bear with me. And they burned a sugar cube on top. If you did not make it right, you would die consuming it because it was such a potent thing. So as well as drinking it in the traditional way with cold water, you will find some innovative absinthe cocktail recipes on the side of the box. So they had mint, absinthe, liqueur au plante chanté, d'absinthe, absinthe nesta absinthe chez toi. Anybody who speaks French will just mock me. Go ahead. 55% alcohol. Oh, and has a little, I don't know if you can see this little tiny, whoops, wrong way. This little tiny woman, pregnant woman, with a circle and a cross going through it. Pregnant women shouldn't drink. Alright, so that's, I guess, the sign for it. So there's a mojito absinthe. Let's see. Original Sazerac. Sure. There's one that has whiskey, absinthe, a dash of Angostura, 1 citrus peel, a teaspoon of sugar. Ooh. Whiskey and absinthe? I will say no thanks to that. Because I can't handle whiskey anymore. Not since junior college, allegedly. So, there's also champagne. We went past on the shuttle to get to the plane. We went past the area Champagne where real champagne comes from. This has a neat little sleeve. This neat little chilled holder for the bottle, which I think is so cool. Definitely going to. I just like one. It was one of the more expensive ones, but because it had a cute little charm than this, I bought it at the duty-free store. Thank God for duty-free. That's all I can say. French red wine. Oh, and I just finished up the Spanish red wine, and I've never been one for red wine. Yeah, now I am. The redder the better, as one of my ex-friends used to say. I'm a firm believer in that, as much as I don't like the person who said it. Really was onto something, and that was the only thing he was onto. Believe me. So, went to the Louvre gift shop, and not only do I have some really cool postcards and such, I try and collect postcards of everything that of all the famous artwork that I've seen, and it supports the museum and whatnot. This stuff is going to go to my sister because she's awesome. This is the hieroglyphic alphabet, and there's one that has a scarab on it, and then this one is the zodiac for the ancient Egyptians, which oddly enough looks like Stargate. It's so cool. Geek down a little bit. It really does look like the characters on the wheels of Stargate, which, if you remember from the original movie, was supposed to go back to like an ancient Egyptian type, pre-ancient Egypt society. A Guide to the Louvre, a book, of course. So between the sculptures and the paintings, there's a special exhibit that I paid extra money to go to, which was very much worth it. It was the Alexander the Great, Mesopotamia, Egypt type era, that time. What was considered acceptable in their culture, their artwork, the artifacts they had on display. It was really, really cool. So, oh look, more postcards. It's been a while since I looked at these, so, ooh, yep. This would be the Alexander the Great of Macedonia antique gold leaf crown, which was so cool to see. Me and gold, me and jewelry. Yeah. So here is the Aphrodite, Venus de Milo sculpture. Nobody knows what happens to the arms, which is kind of sad. Then there's a couple different ways of the postcards. This is the crowning of Josephine, of Napoleon's Josephine. This painting is huge, and the art, I mean, it takes up the side of a wall. I mean, it's just huge. And there's so much detail and color of Napoleon, and they even had each figure, each face was different, and the person, or historian, whoever did this, managed to do this, they put the correct names for each face. So even with Napoleon crowning Josephine, it's a much larger painting, and it shows like the relatives, sisters and brothers, or his brothers. This would be, yeah, another postcard of, oh, sorry, wrong way. I need to really work this up somehow into a much better coherent exhibition. The Mona Lisa, Winged Victory. Let's see. Leonardo da Vinci's Infant and Saint Anne. There you go. There's quite a few things that I wanted to see that I didn't get to. It was kind of sad, but oh well, I guess I can just go another time. Giuseppe Arcimboldo. Yep. There's the face that's all the fruit makes it into a face, or vegetables and stuff. It's really weird. It looks like a diseased face. And then, oh, Psyche, Rename Parole, Glacier del Amour. Again, don't know what I said, but it's a famous sculpture of people in love in Paris. Like they need more of those. I kid, French people, don't kick my ass. Like you could. Ha So, very, very cool. Got a couple magnets as well. Again, of Winged Victory and Mona Lisa. These are really famous ones. I gained 15 pounds from the croissants. I can say I gained that when I was in Paris. So then, we were in Germany. Next stop, Germany. Next weekend. I don't think I've ever been treated so well compared to visiting other places. It was amazing, the hospitality that we got when we were dropped. Dr. Hires had a friend, her name was Erica, and she picked us up at the airport, which is like an hour and a half away because it's a small Frankfurt-Hahn airport, and it's a very small one that we flew into. She, not only did we get to stay in her house, and she has 3 kids, one teenager and then 2 youngins, I'd say about 7 and 4, or 6 and 4, I think. And I don't know any of the German language either, besides ich, and that's me, I. That you can't really say anything in German but just saying ich. And and it was really, really cool to hear her speak of English to her 4-year-old son, and he would answer in German, and so they would have a conversation that way. It was really interesting. He would spit out a few other English words, just during it, but it's really, really adorable to hear a 4-year-old German boy say, "That's cool." It was so cute. But I died laughing. It's when my head cold got to kick in so bad. And again, they were so kind. She was offering me tea, making sure we were comfortable, and it was just, I don't think I've ever had such hospitality. So thank you very much, Erica and company, for making me feel so welcome. They went to Aldi, which I guess in Philadelphia it's this ghetto place, but it's just a regular grocery store. And they picked up a few snacks. This is something that has peanuts, cashews, some sort of cookie dessert type thing. And, of course, gummy bears. Really excited about that. Whoops. Let's see. Raffaello, which confetteria, which I think is Italian actually, but it was just some random candy that was picked up, and all that was something like €7. Here's this package of 10 that I've already dipped into. Kept it together through tape, and it's Knoppers, Knoppers, and it's like a wafer with chocolate and hazelnut milk. Oh, it's really good. It's really good. And I've been thinking, oh, I should, because I'm a bridesmaid in March, I should be watching what I eat. I should not be eating so much, or fuck it, I'm in Europe. I am going to kick out the jams and eat my weight in croissants, which I'm pretty sure I've started out doing on a pretty good regular basis. These are, let's see, Lebkuchen, Persen, Früchtig gefüllt und mit Zartbitterschokolade überzogen. Again, Deutsch people, make fun of my accent all you want, because it's not going to be done to my face. I got a stein with Oktoberfest beer that I'm going to mail back. Hopefully nothing will happen to it, like my mead. United States Postal Service. Here's more gummy. Oh, these are cherries, which I'm really excited to try. Let's see. I think that, oh my gosh. And then, Saturday night, I was feeling a little bit better. Still had a pretty big head cold. And her husband, Erica's husband, I can't remember his name, Dr. Weber. There we go. I can't remember his first name. I feel really, really bad. He had cooked a great meal for us, and both Friday and Saturday evening. And he picked up German chocolate for me because he knew that I wasn't vegan. So here's cranberry chocolate with mousse, and here is chocolate truffle mousse, and hot is pomegranate and chili chocolates and German chocolate. I'm really excited to try it. I've been hoarding this and saving it for a special occasion. We went to Castle Frankenstein on Halloween. Oh my gosh! Who does that? I was so excited to do this. Not only because I'm a geek when it comes to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, but here is a commemorative t-shirt. It has Berg Frankenstein Halloween on the bottom. They have a theme, like last year was hell, and this year the theme was, they had the 7 deadly sins, and they also had the theme of the plague, so a lot of people that were diseased. If you look at my Facebook pictures, you'll see that. And this is something else that is absolutely awesome. This is liqueur that says Ficken. It is Ficken liqueurs. It's like a schnapps. Okay, so if you don't like to hear the F word or the swear words, you might want to not pay attention to this. Just stop listening right now. So Ficken is a German word meaning to strike. It's the origins for the English word of fuck. Now Fon or Fonden, which is essentially the same swear word in Norway and Sweden, Denmark, it's an old Norse word saying the devil. It's Fon is the base word. So Ficken meaning to strike. And when I saw fucking liquor, I bought a couple. So, next up, Norwegian food, next video. Bye!